Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of the Chog Blog. Today, we got another collection of models that we're going to review for you. These are all from two shows with the same name, Battlestar Galactica. Of course, the ones from 1978, and then, of course, the later revival that was came out in 2004. The Battlestar, for those who haven't watched it, the Battlestar Galactica, the original only had like 1 year. That was good because it came out shortly after Star Wars, and George Lucas was suing them while they were making it, and it was really expensive. So they only had like really one good year, and then they came and they canceled it, and they brought it back as Galactica 1980. And if any of you've seen Galactica 1980, you know that it sucked horribly because they had no budget, and they were financed by the Scouts and had a product placement throughout the whole series. But then, of course, in 2004, they came out with a new version, which is arguably one of the best science fiction shows that's ever been made. It's right up there with Star Trek: The Next Generation. It was very, very dramatic. It was well acted. Had Edward James Olmos as the lead, and it was more about a human drama. And I think it had like 5 seasons, and it had a couple movies too, and there was like a couple prequels. But they did make a lot of cool kits from it, so we're going to show you the kits first from the old one, and then the later new one. And first up, this is the Battlestar Galactica from the original 70s series. And this ship was designed by Ralph McQuarrie, who also did a lot of designs for Star Wars. In fact, most of the people that worked on the effects on the original series were people that worked on the Star Wars movie. Kind of like George Lucas wanted to assume, because he stole all their talent. Yeah, this was one that was re-released, I think, about maybe 15 years ago. It was a really hard kit to find, but they keep re-releasing it, but it's still kind of hard to find. I think they're re-releasing a new version again. And this is the adversary ship, the Cylon Bay Star. This one is an update. This is the vintage kit, but they've updated with a lot more detail. Yeah, hold it up so I can hold it up a little bit more. Can't really see inside the middle. Yeah, there was kind of hard to see. It's a little dark in there, but there's a lot more detail in like the center ring, and on the top they put more detail. Yeah, but kind of pivot it down so I can get the top. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And these little things these are where the little Cylon Raiders would launch out from. All right, that's the Bay Star. And this is we got the Colonial Viper. This is the hero's main starship, kind of like their answer to the X-wing fighter. Yeah. In fact, that's one of the things George Lucas sued over. He said this looked too much like an X-wing. Of course, if you can see the pilot, they have their little helmet that looks like an Egyptian pharaoh's headdress. Because of course, these people were like the ancient astronauts that have been theorized. They colonized Egypt. That was kind of the story of them, that they were looking for this lost colony that was Earth. And this is the enemy vessel, the Cylon Raider. And this held three Cylon pilots in the cockpit. Unfortunately, they didn't make clear windows, so they don't have a really detailed cockpit. But it does have a lot of detail on that ship. And those are all the old school ones. These are from the new updated. This is the new Galactica. It's definitely a lot smaller model than the original Battlestar Galactica, but it does have a lot more detail. A lot more detail. Let me get it on the nameplate there. It maintains a lot of the same aesthetics for the design with the little launch bays on the landing bays on the side. Let me get a close up the launch bay. There's a little the landing bay. Landing bay. Yeah. There you can see the little strip for the things to fly in. Of course, there's the colonial insignia. Yeah, pretty impressive ship. This is the much larger companion. Yeah, these are actually in scale with each other, but this is the Battlestar Pegasus, which was one of the ships that they thought it was destroyed when the Cylons attacked, but they find out later in one of the episodes that it's still intact. Yeah. But then it eventually gets destroyed.
Yeah. Well, this one's got it has launch bays on both the top and the bottom of the thing. It has a lot more engines. Yeah, because in the new series, when it starts out, the Battlestar Galactica is already retired. It's like a 50-year-old ship, and these are the newer Battlestars.
Bond did a real good job of doing all the little separate panels. Yeah. So little silver highlights.
Don't break them. Don't break that stuff.
And this is the updated Viper.
Well, actually, this is actually one of the old Vipers.
Yeah.
Because in the new series, these were the old ships that were on the Galactica. Because they have to use some of these old ones. Because they weren't susceptible to the Cylon's technology, so they had to use these for a while.
Got pretty detailed pilots in the cockpit.
And you can see see if I can get the name on there. If I can get it to focus. Yeah, you can see Starbucks. This is Starbucks Viper. And these are the newer Vipers that they were using. They use some of these too, but they had to retrofit them with the older technology, so the Cylons couldn't shut them down. You can see the engine detail.
On this side, the pilot's got a bunch of kill marks for all the Cylon raiders it's destroyed.
Let's see if we can see his color.
It's on the other side.
Oh, it's right there. Hat.
No, it's Cat.
Oh, Cat. Careful. And this is the present ship. This is the Colonial 1. You can see all the little windows, and there's the little seal of the colonies there on the side. Look at the engine. Yeah, there's the little engine. Careful. Yeah, this is the Raptor. These are kind of like a scout ship. So this one these ships have like a limited FTL drive. Careful on those back things. Yeah, they're very. And then if you want to swing it around, I can get a view of the interior. Let me just point that down. You can see there's little computers and a computer chair in there. It's got two pilots. Actually, I can take off the window so we can get a close look at the pilots. All right, there's that. These are the new Cylon Raiders. These don't even have a pilot. These are just like a living machine. It's got a little brain in there.
They got the little eye, little swoosh eye, just like the Centurions.
It's a very, very sleek design. Show the bottom too. Yeah. Very, very, very organic looking. Very cool. And then, of course, the last one is the Cylon Centurion. I wish they would have made a kit of the old Cylon Centurion, but they didn't. This guy's a pretty good sized kit.
What scale is he anyway?
I don't know.
Bigger than a 12-inch scale, or is he a 12-inch scale?
I think he's 12-inch scale.
1/6 scale, yeah.
Yeah, probably 1/6. You can see all the detail. Unfortunately, they did not make a model of the new Cylon base star, which was they're pretty cool, but I wish they would have made a model kit of the base star.
They do make a lot of resin ones, but I should get some of those resins too.
Yeah, they're always kind of hard to find.
All right, yeah, that's our complete look at what we have so far for our Battlestar Galactica. Like I said, were any of you fans of the show when you were growing up?
And which one is your favorite, the old or the new Battlestar Galactica?
I'm going with the new, but
yeah, the new was much improved.
It's definitely better. But hey, thanks for watching, and as always, keep on chogging.